told that March 23rd, 1994.
Y'all remember that technology I was telling you guys about? Why?
But the kind of anger that is just bitter.
Stop putting your money in a bank account.
Are 3 mudras to hold that I know will transform the way you experience life forever. So the first mudra is the Hakini mudra. Holding this hand position literally makes your brain work 5 times better. And the reason is because this mudra is balancing your left and right brain hemispheres, making you able to focus better, remember things better, and just overall have more concentration. The next mudra is the Apana mudra. Holding this hand position is literally going to detoxify your body from viruses, disease, excess mucus, and even negative energies in general. So hold this mudra to detoxify and cleanse your energy. This wouldn't be a mudra video if I didn't talk about the Kubera mudra. This mudra has literally helped me manifest many things, and it will help me continue to manifest great things, and it can help you as well. So hold this mudra with the intention of manifesting whatever you desire, and I guarantee you will attract it into your life. If you want to learn other mudras that will improve your life, then check out my mudra ebook in my bio.
Bro, we already got like 30% of the mudras from your book anyway. Just keep making the content. We're gonna do the mudras. Oh, I'm manifesting that the goons are gonna keep watching and always watching. We're gonna grow like anything and win. All right, goons, welcome back. You're watching Explore the Weird. I got more creepy, strange, disturbing For You page content. Let's get right into it.
Yeah. Let's go to the mountain. Yeah. No, but like, how is there enough water for everybody to take a shower every day? And then cook, and then clean, and then go swimming, or whatever the fuck they do. Like, think of the last concert you were at. Think of all those people there. Maybe 10,000 people, not even half your city. How did all of those people get to take a shower? Not only that day, every day. There can't be that much water. Proof we live in a simulation, part 1. Where are all the graves for all the people that passed away? Like, why aren't the graveyards overflooding with people? People pass away every day, like a bunch of people. Why aren't the graveyards growing and like overflooding with these bodies? What? How? And then like, why is it that alcohol is legal and Mary Jane is illegal? Why is it that those kinds of things exist and we can smoke and do all these bad things to our bodies, but a little shuts down society? How do we have enough chicken to feed everybody? Like, every city in the South has at least 1 or 2 Chick-fil-A's in it. And every single day, they're packed all day long. And every meal they give out like at least 1 breast chicken to each of those people in those cars. How do we have enough chicken to feed all the people at Chick-fil-A, let alone in the grocery stores and the chicken at Wendy's, the chicken everywhere else? How do we have enough chickens for that? We should have chicken houses all over the place if that's the case. And how do we have enough cows to feed everybody at Wendy's? Like, if you live out in the South and you see a cow pasture, you don't see them all disappear one day because they just happen to go to the butcher because Wendy's needed some meat. Like, most importantly, why don't you ever see your neighbors bring in their groceries? Do they even eat? Are they NPCs? Do you see your neighbors bring in their groceries? Ever? I don't. That's my biggest question of my life. Not where is God or where does God come from. It's why don't I see my neighbors bring in groceries? Follow for more as long as you can and do your own research. Don't believe a word I say. This is just my own opinion.
The only answer is it's a simulation. We're gonna win. The goons are gonna win. Yeah, a lot of these, I feel like this lady just needs to go outside. You'll see. You'll see.
Butter made from thin air? Really? Bill Gates is at it again. Gates invested in the 2022 startup Savor in early 2024, and they're in the process of seeking regulatory approval for lab-made butter, made from fat synthesized from just carbon dioxide and hydrogen without using animals or plants. They say it tastes like real butter because chemically it apparently essentially is. They also want to make milk, ice cream, cheese, and tropical oils using similar processes. Lab-grown dairy has been done before by fermenting genetically modified microorganisms by a company called Perfect Day. I haven't tried it. I'll admit I'm kind of scared to. Another company, Cubic Foods, is developing lab-grown animal fat from embryonic stem cells, but the Savor product is starting essentially from elemental scratch and is a new endeavor. I think the statement by Cubic Foods, quote, "The food industry is facing the need for substantial innovation in how it works," might illustrate the fundamental difference I have with these people. I don't believe that statement. It feels like doomsday panic. Projected to be ready by 2025, Savor Butter eventually hopes to offer their product at a cost comparable or less than traditional animal fats to make it accessible to the masses. Bill doesn't do anything small. $33 million is hoping it won't be just another experiment. Pretty high stakes, but that's what Bill does. Health questions? No answers to those yet. Bill, get out of my kitchen, please.
Damn it, Bill, you stop it. I thought you were done after appeal. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Just because it sounds like a good idea doesn't mean you got to be the savior of us all. Doesn't mean. Interesting. Lot of crazy things have happened. The last time we've heard about butter being copied or cloned as margarine, right? And then margarine caused how many health issues? Oh boy, how many health issues is this thing gonna cause?
Yo, check it. This is about to get deep. I know it's been a minute, but I'm about to touch on a topic that I know ain't nobody talking about. So just know, I'm the first one to put this out. And if anyone else does after this, and they already knew about it, they're part of their system because they kept it a secret. So I'm gonna try to keep this simple and explain this from my perspective. So I explained several times how we're trapped in a system of energy exchange. And the stock markets is literally our lifeline. We are the stocks and bonds because the whole system is based off our CESA QV trust, which is connected to your social security number. So the CESA QV Act of 1666, out of all numbers, which is the number of man, states that if you don't claim yourself alive by the space of 7 years, you're considered lost at sea and you never made it through the birth. This alone proves the war in heaven because they are coercing us to join their legion of the dead, which are the corporations, hence your social security number. Anytime you use your social security number, you are creating a security, which is a fungible, negotiable financial instrument that holds some type of monetary value. This is the credit. The agency that regulates the security is called the United States Security and Exchange Commission, in short, the SEC. It was created after the Wall Street crash of 1929 to enforce laws against market manipulation. So basically, they crash the markets on purpose.
The SEC doesn't do their job. Get out of here, Gary Gensler. Get out of here.
Hey, Gary.
10 minutes a day. Hey.
Why do you squat when you eat?
Oh, really simple. When you squat, when you eat, your digestive system is, every breath you take is actually moving stuff from your stomach, helping your stomach turn, and moving stuff through your digestive system. Because when you squat, you can't breathe with your shoulders. You can only breathe with your diaphragm. And that is actually the only movement mechanism, because you only have, out of 10 organs, 3 of them, your heart, stomach, and bladder, have muscles. The rest of them require this movement. So by squatting, it forces the movement here, so I'm helping my food digest, process, and eliminate.
I have a potty squatty and it helps me go pretty good. Do I need to also be squatting when I'm eating? I feel like, no. Maybe it works for this guy, but hey, you do what feels right. You do what feels right.
Well, I can't be grateful for anything. I don't have a woman who loves me, and I don't have enough money, and I don't have a car. See what you're doing? You're thinking about all the negative stuff that you've thought about and given a lot of time and energy into, and you're in that low frequency, and that's what keeps you there. You stay in that frequency, the universe will provide a lot more of that, because you're creating your reality. Nobody's doing this to you. You are a powerful creator. So if you don't like this reality you're in, why don't you change it?
But you can change it. Goons, we're all gonna win. We're all gonna win. How you doing, Goons? Did you interact with the video before the video even started? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're just watching and not interacting? What, you think you can get away with this for how long? How long? Do the interaction. Why you gotta be the sour guy that just doesn't interact? Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Do good, positive things.
But the kind of anger that is just bitter, just like selfish kind of anger, No one wants to be around this kind of person, and the person's poisoning himself. The person can't work so good. That's mind control. Negativity is really mind control. Depression controls the mind now. Can't work. Anger controls the mind. You can't work. Sorrow. Some people hold sorrow for years. And you want to visit them and cheer them up, but it doesn't do anything. You get them the chance to transcend and watch what happens. Sorrow will lift away. They'll be back on the road.
Okay, interesting. So stay away from negativity. Don't do negative things. I mean, do the meditation. Do everything. Do everything.
Stop putting your money in a bank account and spending it from your bank account. Become your own bank instead. Look, you go to bowleycoley.com, go to insurance services, go to the drop down, bank-owned life insurance. You come over here, Bowley Facts and Figures. And you'll see that as of 2020, there's currently 3,137 banks nationwide that have Bowley. If you go to U.S. banking locations, boom, there's a whole list of them, and there's how much they got. My question to you is, if it's good enough for these guys to put your money to work for them, growing it for themselves in a down market and passing you off the breadcrumbs, shouldn't it be good enough for you?
Listen, the secret's out of the bag. It's been for a little while. Now it's up to you to use the tools that are available to you to cut out that middleman. Follow if you want more information.
I mean, I thought he was going to expose something else. Yo, banks fail all the time. When the banks fail, you ain't going to get the money. So spread your money. Don't just keep it in one bank.
What if I told you that digestive issues, shortness of breath, chest tightness, hiccups, acid reflux, lower back pain, dizziness, or even fatigue could possibly be caused by dysfunction in your neck? I'm here to explain. The phrenic nerve originates from the neck, specifically C3 to C5. This nerve innervates the diaphragm, maintaining its proper function. Nerves can become irritated at the joint segments if the vertebrae don't move properly. Normal function of the neck includes flexion, extension, side bending, and rotation. These movements can become restricted due to trauma, inflammation, tightness, or weakness in muscles, stress, compensation patterns, poor posture, the list goes on. Any restriction or dysfunction through the cervical spine can have an effect on and influence all vessels, including blood supply to the head and brain, venous drainage, and lymphatic drainage from the head and neck. This irritates the phrenic nerve, which directly affects the function of the diaphragm. A restricted diaphragm can indirectly create all of the above-mentioned symptoms. This is just one connection of many, and a great example of how everything in the human body is connected.
Goons, how's your neck? I had to do a bunch of neck stretching as I'm watching it. I'm like, bro, is this really the thing? Do the neck stretching. Do the neck stretching.
Radiation right into your brain. You're going to want to show your kids this video. Okay, this is wireless earphones. 22, 23, it was even up to 35 a second ago. This is the amount of radiation going directly into her brain. Now look at this. As I come further away, you can see it dropping. 0.1, 0.2. But let's look at wired earphones. All right, what do they have? 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.3, virtually nothing. 140, over 140 times. I think that's 160 times the amount of radiation with wireless earphones versus wired. Show your kids, hey, not worth it. You know the studies are showing that radiation is causing cancer? It's not my opinion, it's fact. Share the video.
The headphones, the cell phones, the watches, anything wearable it's all got radiation. Hey, I got a wire. Was his wired headphones plugged in when he measured the thing, or was it just like a wire that was... Never mind. Yeah, wear wired things. But how can you wear wired things when they make everything wireless and they took out the auxiliary jack out of... We're going to keep it going.
Fire gazing is an ancient practice and one of the easiest ways to open up your third eye. Now, staring at an open flame for extended periods of time is known to stimulate the third eye. Ever notice when you just start to stare at a bonfire, you get extremely relaxed and almost into a meditative state of mind? This is because light stimulates the pineal gland. Now, flame gazing has been highly practiced in India because of their extensive knowledge of the pineal gland and how it feeds on light. Now, when we do this over extensive periods of time, we can open our third eye, we can raise our dominant vibration, we can enhance our psychic abilities, and much, much more. So go stare at a flame. Peace and love.
Yo, that is crazy. I'm Hindu, and in India, they do have, like, flames are, given as part of pujas and stuff, which are rituals to our gods. And yeah, I do feel better when I look at flames, I guess. Didn't even correlate that to the campfire. Campfire, I'm like, I just make s'mores. I'm happy, I guess, but pujas, Yeah, I feel like the Indians did figure this out. Whoa! We're the true firebenders.
People enjoy burning scented candles in their home. I think scented candles are one of the most dangerous things that you can do to make your indoor air quality unhealthy. First of all, these candles are made from paraffin. Paraffin is a petroleum product. You're burning basically petroleum knowingly, willingly, in your own home environment. These candles release into their air alkanes and alkenes, which are also found in car exhaust. Then scented candles, to make matters worse, they're scented generally with artificial fragrances. And what's in every single artificial fragrance? An ingredient called phthalates, another petroleum product that is a known serious hormone disruptor.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so don't burn candles. Just don't even have them. Don't even put them in your house. Just literally keep all the fragrances away. Keep all the fragrances away.
Free energy. This guy, Maxwell Chikumbutsu from Zimbabwe, he created a generator that does not use any power source. So this generator creates free energy using frequencies from the atmosphere. This one generator can power 300 homes. These two scientist guys went out there to test it and they're like, yeah, it's legit. And they're like, how did you know how to build this? And he says when he sleeps, he gets revelations from God of how to create these things. He says, this is how he told me to make it. But this dude has a target on his back. So he's been in prison in Zimbabwe multiple times.
You're too smart.
He came to the US at one point and he was poisoned and almost died. And he cannot get any of his patents patented because if it defies physics, it cannot be patented.
Imagine if everything goes black in the world and that's the only type of energy source that we can holster.
Yeah, that's also a thing that AI couldn't affect.
Definitely not.
That's crazy. Patents are a scam anyway. They're going to use those patents against you, and they're going to pay the tech as soon as you put it in. The entire patent system is just false. People claiming to be inventors of things that they didn't even invent. Quite interesting. Maybe this guy figured it out. Maybe they're trying to silence him, just like the water-powered energy car guy. Be careful. Be careful. You're doing the good things. Wait, did they just do a mudra to each other, or was that a sign of the... Wait, also, one of the first videos, the guy's like, this is a mudra, but like, if you flip it, you got what the... Whoa! Whoa! What is happening here? What is happening here? Is this the sign?
We have a clockwork mechanism that will ring the bell, but we've pumped out all the air from this bell jar, and so when I start it running, you won't be able to hear it. You can see the hammer hitting the bell. It's got a life of its own, this plunger. I've got to hold on to it. But you can see it striking the bell, but because there's no air inside, you can't hear it. Now I'm going to let the air in. And as we let the air in, now I think you can hear the bell quite clearly. And that's a very nice experiment to demonstrate how air is needed for the transmission of sound.
Wait, the guy just said the sound doesn't move unless there's air, so what does that mean? There was air in space, or is that space is fake? Oh boy, oh boy.
So y'all remember that technology I was telling you guys about? Why it's the #1 reason why I took any photos of my family off of the regular internet. You remember a while back I said something weird was going to happen with the artificial intelligence, and every person who was online is now someone who could be used in something very, very Crazy. Well, that technology has just been delivered to anyone who has the professional version of X, Twitter, right? Guys, if you go through your Twitter account right now, you're going to see a thing called Gronk 2. In Gronk 2, look at the images that they're putting out of Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, Elon Musk, anybody. They can take anybody's face nowadays and put you in some crazy stuff. So for that reason, and there's nothing I can do about it now, I'm already a face on the internet, but for that reason, you all who are using this social media, Instagram, anything you're on, you got to be very, very careful. And especially if something like that, if you don't have tough skin and someone could use something like that.
Yeah, it's not only Grok, it's ChatGPT by Sam Altman. It's Microsoft's thing, which is also using Sam Altman's. It's AWS's thing, which is their own thing. Everyone's got an AI thing that's generating and can do videos, can do pictures, can do all these things. We got to figure out how to regulate.
So I came across this chart and I wanted to share it with you guys. There are new names. They're renaming food colors because you're avoiding it, and they don't want you to avoid it. They want you to buy their chemical filled food. So the first column is the name of the colors that they have been, and the second column is what they're going to be called, especially yellow number 5, which is tartrazine. Like, you might not have a clue what that is. So just keep this chart somewhere in your screen, like take a screenshot of this chart so that you can have it. And when you go to the store, make sure you're reading your labels. Literally, they will do anything to keep putting the chemicals in your food, which harm you and your children. A lot of these are in basically any kind of kids' food, anything marketed to kids. These colors are going to be in there. So just make sure you're reading your labels, parents. We have to be more vigilant than ever in every area. So I hope this helps you, and I hope you guys have a great day.
Yo, that's crazy that they're changing all the food coloring names. It's just like the other things that they've changed, like bioengineering versus GMO. And then you're like, wait a second. They think we're dumb. We're goons. We stay informed. We know the things that we need to stay away from, or we manifest healthy poison. All right, let's keep it going.
This is one of the most interesting things I've seen this year. So it was about this couple. Their name were Benjamin and Tina. This happened in 2016 in Tennessee. They wanted to have children, but apparently I think Benjamin, he couldn't have kids. Tina ends up coming up with this idea because I guess she was doing a bunch of research to see like what are the other ways that we could do this where we would have a kid ourselves, you know? She ends up finding this place that basically would do embryo donors. So she goes to these people and they show them all these like, you know, embryos or whatever the hell. And the one she picked was frozen in 1992. This child is probably the oldest child that has been frozen as an embryo up until the time that she was born. So pretty much she like has the longest period of time of being frozen like that. They end up getting the embryo. She ends up delivering the baby. This baby was technically born in 1992, and the girl who had the kid, she's about 25 years old. Her and her daughter would have been the same age.
That's crazy.
Your daughter was technically already made at that time in the 90s, so she's a 90s baby born in 2017.
That's insane.
Bros, Futurama is real. Cryogenic things are happening. If they can do it with embryos, they can definitely do it with humans, and soon we're going to be frozen and unfrozen. We're going to keep it going. We got just two more.
I need my tax dollars to stay right here in the United States, okay? We all got an uncle. Y'all didn't know that we all got an uncle, the same uncle. I ain't never seen him at the picnics. I don't know where he come from, but this uncle liked to tax, okay? So whenever we live here, we got to pay to stay. You got to pay that uncle, right? But my issue is with the uncle, I got to pay the uncle. Everybody got to pay the uncle. I got to pay the state that I decide to live in. Okay? Then I got to pay the city I choose to live in. Then I got to pay to stay in the township that I live in. But all my money that I'm paying in taxes, it got wings. It got wings. It's flying away. It got wings. It's flying everywhere in all other places and countries and peoples. Yeah, I said peoples. But it ain't here. And I need it to be here.
Man, as long as we're into debt, they're gonna keep sending the money everywhere else except get us out of debt. They already know. The money's all fake. It's monopoly money. It's there is no money. It's all numbers. Just numbers on a screen. Alright, we're gonna do just one more. Damn it, Uncle Sam, look what you did. Actually, all the uncles, all the countries are doing this. It's not just us. All countries.
I was told that March 23rd, 1994, that 19 suns pole shifted in our galaxy, and that many are pole shifting all the time. The same moment that the suns in our galaxy pole shifted, a color and sound frequency started emanating from all the black holes in the known universe. Now, apparently what this sound and color frequency is doing, it is literally creating a holographic density above all others. And on a numerical level, it would be, on our level, it would be considered the 12th. The Andromedans say that there are 11 creational densities in our universe. This is now adding a 12th. And that what that all indications are that by December 3rd, in our linear time of the year 2013, third density as we know it will cease to exist. It is now presently imploding on itself as it is being raised to a higher vibration. And that those of us who stick around and go for the ride will be moving through fourth into fifth density. Just like that. And that we will start to see very clear indications of this around the year 2007.
2007 came, 2007 left, it's 2024. CERN has done the things. There's 3 Earths that are imploded into each other. Now we got Mandela effects. How many suns we got now? 19? Still 19? Is it now only 16? I don't know. 17 maybe? Oh boy, here comes the spiraling. Alright, quite interesting. Only time will tell. All the goons are going to come to all the densities. We're all going to transcend together. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll always be here for you. There should be videos on the screen now. How'd you guys do? Was this okay? Do you want to continue the goon fix? Click on either one of the videos. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.